What's up guys, it's Alex from Lionspo Production. So as I already told you in my first video a few months ago, I decided to start saving up money to buy some gear and to start my filmmaking career. I'd like to share with you every aspect of my journey of filmmaking because there are so many different aspects which we need to know when we're starting out. I'd like to introduce you to filmmaking world step by step as I did it. When we start saving our money to buy some gear, first things which come to our mind are the camera, lenses, microphones, gimbal, tripods. But there is one thing which is the most important and the most overlooked. The one which you actually need to buy even before you buy some expensive gear. And this is lights. Can you imagine you saved all those money, you bought all this expensive gear, and then you finally come to realization that there are no lights to actually make your footage look professional. So I went to Google and I typed cheap studio lights, and I was really happy when I found setup of 2 lights for only 150 euros with all those great reviews. And I thought to myself, okay, this is great, I don't need to spend a lot of money to buy some expensive lights to make my footage. I can simply start with a 150 euros setup. Then I received those lights and I started filming my first YouTube video with them, and my footage looked better. I was really happy. Then I started editing the footage and I realized that those lights were completely inappropriate for YouTube videos. Can you imagine spending all those money, spending what's left, and then realize that you cannot use those lights for the purpose you actually bought them? You have no money left, and this is when I become creative. So today I'd like to discuss with you 3 types of cheap lights which you can buy on Amazon, and I will help you decide which one of those is appropriate for your purpose, which one you need to buy. I had a lot of experience using them for the past 3 months, so without further ado, let's start with the first one. So the first light we are going to talk about is LED lamp light. The good thing about those cheap lights that you already receive them in this small package and you can carry it around with you on your sets. In the setup we have 2 LED lamps which look like this. On the back of the lamp we have on and off switch, and we have a color temperature regulator, 2 power adapters, and a bag with the softbox material. To set it up we need to open our softbox like this and put our LED lamp like this, so the back of the LED lamp is actually outside of the softbox. Next we have 4 metal sticks which we need to insert in our softbox. Be careful with those sticks because they are not glued very nicely and you can lose the metal ending, and then the setup process will be definitely much harder for you. We need to put metal endings into those holes on the 4 sides of the LED lamp, and then the other side of the metal stick we need to put into this fabric material. Now we can simply put on our diffusion material on the 4 sides of our softbox. Here you can see the light set up and ready to use. This is how this light looks on me. I think it is definitely better than nothing. The first problem is that this setup is plastic, so you can easily break it. The second thing is that it takes a lot of time to actually set this light up. And the third downside of the light is that it is extremely loud. And the more you use it, the louder it gets. If I stay silent now, you can actually hear the ventilators working. So you can imagine when I first recorded my YouTube videos with the light and I started editing it, this buzzing noise was all over the place. And the more I recorded, the louder it get. I installed Audition to maybe fix the audio, but the problem is when you get rid of the buzzing noise, your voice sounds really weird. Maybe I don't know how to use the program, but for me it's not worth my time, not worth playing with this around. For me it was better to come up with a different solution. The pros of the light, that they are extremely powerful. You can film commercials using only those lights like this. You can change the color temperature from the daylight onto the something warmer. They are very cheap, they come with a softbox, they come with the diffusion material, they are very light to carry with you, and if you don't need to speak onto the camera, you can buy those lights and be on the safe side. So the second light is a bulb light. We receive it in a similar package. We receive one tripod and a softbox bag. I highly recommend to buy soft boxes which are easy to set up with the metal sticks permanently attached to the reflector. Because in order for you to set up this type of softbox, you just simply need to push this metal middle deeper and it's done. Your softbox is set up. All we need to do now is to screw our light bulb and put diffusion material on top of it. Our bulb light has a similar setup. It looks almost identical. This is how a bulb light looks like. Of course, it rather depends on which light bulb you have installed. At the moment I have Philips Hue bulb. You can change the color temperature if you need to. And I use this softbox to light my dance videos, as you can see now. The pros of the light: it is extremely silent. You can install a quality bulb. You can change the color output depending on your bulb. If you need to, you can install a different one, maybe more powerful if you need to light a bigger scene. Be careful when you're choosing a bulb, because 5500 kelvins it's a daylight. If you choose something else, your footage either might look green, yellow or even bluish, so you would need to compensate it afterwards, play with the white balance. It's not worth it. Just simply buy some RGB light bulb which can produce different colors, different power output, so you don't have those problems. And the last but not least, we have in our collection a ring light. We receive it in this nice package. Inside you can find the ring light with the mobile holder. For the ring light there is nothing to explain how to set it up. You simply put the ring light into the tripod and that's it. This is how it would look like if you light your videos with a ring light. I used ring light to light my first videos, my first attempts to record any commercials, and it can be quite useful. In my opinion, ring light is for those of you who is into makeup tutorials or maybe in some portrait photos, because ring light makes some really nice reflections on the iris. The pros of the light: it is extremely easy to carry with you, it has a really nice power output. The cons of the light: it has no softbox, so the light is pretty harsh, as you can see on my skin, and because it has no softbox, it really lights everything around you. So as you can see, even this place is pretty lit up, although the power output is pretty low on the light itself. So those are 3 lights I had experience using. I hope now it's more clear for you which one of those to choose for your purposes. You can buy LED lamp to light any videos where there is no voice on top of the video, because they are pretty loud, but they have a really nice power output, they have softbox, the skin tones are really nice. So unless you speak into a camera, unless you're recording an interview, those lights are for you. The second was the bulb light. Depending on the bulb you bought, you can use it to light your video clips, your dance videos, your commercials, your YouTube videos. Just be careful with the power output, because for example, Philips Hue bulb has only 9 watts, which is rather low power output, and it's not that great for the bigger scenes. If you don't want to spend some money and buy a Bluetooth bulb, then be careful with which light bulb you are choosing, because in our apartments we usually use 2700 kelvins, which provides us with this orange warmer look for the evenings, and then you need to stick with the 5500 kelvins to provide you with the daylight, and then you can play with the power output to find what suits best for your purpose. And the last one is ring light. I highly recommend it for those of you who making makeup tutorials, maybe make some portrait pictures, but it's not that great for commercials or video making in general, because the light is all over the place, it's rather harsh, and the skin tone is not that great when using this light. I hope now you have enough knowledge to decide what you need. If this video helped you, I would highly appreciate if you leave a like, comment down below and subscribe for my channel for more upcoming video tips, and I hope that you won't make my mistakes. Definitely stay safe, be creative, and see you in the next one.